Hey guys, so here I'm back with some more Trails of Cold Steel. Now, I went back and fought him, but I accidentally saved all the files, so I had to re-fight the boss in the highway. And I did get him down to half health, or a little bit below half. Then he used his S-Break and just completely annihilated me. 49,999 damage he did. So yeah, it's not possible at all. Even if I managed to get to that point, I would have done it. The only thing I regret is that I wasn't recording to show that he just obliterated me. So yeah, that's about it. Really sucked. Anyone else around in here? Hello? Well, Hungun Castle used to be the stronghold of Lance Maiden, her ancient leader way back during the War of the Lions. Probably shouldn't have told the kids here about that though. Now they keep pestering me to tell them more. Kids really love the tales about Saint and Sunlock, don't they? And here boys and girls both saying they want to be like her. Okay, where's the sister? One of these? Here we go. Oh, hello everyone. Good day, Sister Taramis. Have you grown accustomed to Legrams while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. Ah, that's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really, I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. You probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right. We'd like you to tell us a little bit more about it. The request mentioned that you plan on making an offering. That's correct. I'll need a number of items in order to make it, and I'd like you to collect them for me if you're able. If you have the time to take on this for me, I mean, I understand if you don't. Accept. Sure, we'll fit you in. Thank you very much. Allow me to tell you about what I need you to do. As Lady Laura knows, it's a custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Azen Rita each year. The period in which the service is held is coming up rather soon, too. That sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Legram seems to be similar to North in that regard. Yeah, animism just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teachings have spread across the continent like they have. I guess Eidos has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Yeah, quite right. Getting back on topic, though, I've actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh? Will this be your first time doing so? It will. Because of that, I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like to ask you all to collect the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. What exactly will you be making? I'm going to be making pretzels. Huh? Those are those bready things that look like they're all twisted into a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about that unique-looking monument in the center of town. The very same. The pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It being said that the Azen Rita carried them onto the battlefield near combat rations. I suppose that explains why you're giving them pretzels as an offering then. That's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erbonian's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need us to get then? Oh yes, I almost forgot. I need to collect 5 honey powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Honestly, I think I have all the powders, all the gelatins, I think I just need the seasoning. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up some monsters for that stuff, but what exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of Legram's local crops, according to Father Hamilcar. Unfortunately, they are not really in season right now, so none of the stores here have any. Well, I think that part should be simple enough, fortunately. A household head chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's start gathering. Where should we make our way to first? Laura's home or the highway? I'm fine with either. We'll have to go back, do both eventually anyway. Offering to the departed started. Then I think I have everything but the white seed, so let's go get the white seed and hopefully be able to have everything done. The chef, I think, is this way? Yeah, he is. Hello, Lady Laura. Is there something you need from me? There's a request I'd like to make of you, if I may. Would you happen to have any white seed on hand? Of course. Why, it'd be crazy for me not to have some on hand. I've got it stored away, and I always make sure we never run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Well, I don't think we need quite that much. Well then, I suppose a small bag full should do the trick. White seed received. My thanks. Anything for you, Lady Laura. All the people here really love her, don't they? I'll say. Of course, she's the daughter of the Lord, after all. Now, I hope that I have everything else. I'm not entirely sure if I do. Notes, does it show it here? I don't remember. No, it does not. Does it give us some white seeds? Do I have everything? No. I swear it's a hearty. Some things are... I can just look at items. Items. Ingredients. Clear gelatin 80 and hearty powder 54. Oh yeah, I have enough. Hello everyone, have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? You should have. Here you go. Hand it over to 5 hearty powders, to 5 clear gelatins, and the seeds. Oh, and here's the white seeds you wanted. Thank you so much. This should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix up a trial batch then? Sister Taramis made her pretzels and handed out a sample to everyone. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised, to be honest, in a good way, I mean. Indeed, these are actually better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling and free. Thinking that the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting is kind of moving, really. It really is. But thank goodness. What do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste that I forgot to speak. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Joseph. Thank you for giving me the chance to try them. Hey, Laura. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Silas statue now? I'd like that. After all, there's no limit on when you can leave an offering. Would you mind if we took some along then, sister? Not at all. It would be rude of us to indulge in all these on our own, after all. Please go on and take some. A graham pretzel. Let's be on our way then. Now I've got pretzel power, yay! I mean, kinda true, we do have pretzel power now. Alright, statue is down here, right? Yes, it is. There we go. I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. Now all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements with prayers of this sort? Not particularly, but it is custom to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. No proof, let's get our praying on then. I was focusing so hard on being quiet that I ended up holding my breath. Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should report back to Sister Taramis just in case. Just in case what? Thank you so much for your help, everyone. Feel bad about having you run all around town just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. They were really delicious. If the batch you make for the memorial service turns out that good, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that's the case. Oh, I've yet to offer you all the reward for helping me. Not much, but please take these. Celestial Balm times 3. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to put them to good use. That's one down at least. Yeah, let's move right on to the other one. An offering to the departed completed. Thank you very much, Taramis. I swear I'm saying your name wrong, but it might be right. I mean, it feels right, kind of. Doesn't feel right though is the fact that Green has no CP at all. Luckily, he's the easiest one to get CP up with. What are you doing outside? Julian's really done this time. Not helping me out is one thing, but messing around like that just doesn't fly. Naturally, I came down on him like a ton of bricks. I want him to take up the family business, but it seems like it'll be quite a while before that happens. Am I supposed to know who Julian is? There's a fair number of monuments to the spirits here in Legram, well into the tens, in fact. These are the methods accompanying myths and legends as well. They say that these stories passed down for so many generations held things that transpired in ancient times. Indeed. I've had to listen to Father shouting all day thanks to Julian. If only he'd just grow up already. I fear for his future at this rate. Speaking of Julian, who is he and where is he? He upstairs? Really? How the heck did I just get stuck? Wait. The parents have one bed, the brother has one bed, and the sister has the other, right? At least that's what I'm assuming. Okay. Oh, this is Julian. Ouch, that really bothered me. Why'd he have to flip out like that? All I do is borrow his cards. You know, we should probably just ditch that idea away. It did look pretty dumb. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, too. You've gotta tell me these things sooner, so I don't look dumb doing it. Bit too late for that, kiddo. So, she was saying that he should grow up. He looks younger than her. She's telling him to already grow up when he's that young. Jeez. Okay, to the highway we go. Oh, something new. Oh, all the fog on the highway has disappeared as well. Yeah, it's so much easier to see all the surrounding areas now. Totally, I could hardly see my hand in front of my face yesterday. But at least we don't have to worry about getting lost today. We may find alternate routes through the area that we missed yesterday, too. It's very likely we should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast we need to slay. Alternate routes? Really? Yeah. What the hell? There are alternate routes. What the heck is that? It doesn't look like an enemy, and it doesn't look like a chest. The heck? It's more like a crystal. Yeah, apparently there is a new path. I guess that's neat. Path from here. It looks like there's a path over this way too. I didn't notice it when we were passing yesterday. The mist has cleared today, which makes seeing paths through the area much easier. I think this path leads to the top of the hill. Perhaps, but we'll need to do something about this log before we can go there. Maybe you could snap a log like this and like a toothpick. Yeah, we'll have to leave the heavy lifting to you and Lammy then. Hope you don't mind. No problemo. Characters with strike type field tags, a B rank or higher, can destroy fallen logs and certain other objects. Meanwhile, we have Milliam, so bye-bye. Still seems to be the same enemy types, though. Which doesn't really surprise me since they're technically in the same area. I ain't fighting that thing. Might give me U materials, but I'm not about that. Actually, what am I doing? I need to give Green his CP.
Now's our chance! Let's smash
My
him!
turn!
My turn!
It's still the same name, yeah, Greedy Reapers.
My turn!
It's my turn!
Go! My turn. You still have them.
Alright.
Oh wow, there's a river out
Play
here.
catfish yet?
I remember playing in this river when I was young.
I'm assuming I can't, right? Any fishing spots, Reen? Might as well check. Can't go down closer to the water, which kind of sucks. Also sucks is this guy right here.
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Can I just walk past you? Okay.
A worthy adversary.
Here we go!
Fine, fine, fine. Be that way.
My turn.
Now, Laura. Let's do brilliant spin. Haven't seen this one in
No
a while.
escape. Yeah!
Oh yeah, look
Yes,
at that
sir.
damage. You know, crits. Buster Arm can hit all three
Get
as
him.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw, so close to killing that one.
Go!
Bye.
It's my turn.
Right. Huh?
My turn!
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Don't mess it
victory.
up.
That was actually better than I thought it would be.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Now, Dawn Boot. Got a bunch of septic. Equip. Oh yeah, the string of A1s. I forgot about those. These give plus 15 defense, movement speed, and evasion, so these would be good with me. Dang, that gives a lot of defense. Who's lacking on defense? Because I got you some new boots. Oh, crud! I forgot to equip accessories on... Wow. I forgot to equip accessories on everyone! My bad! Alright, everyone has their accessories on now. Can't believe I actually forgot about doing that. My bad. This area is full
challenging
of just flying enemies.
We should engage it with care.
Thanks for the video ball. And the septic, even though I don't need it. Smoke grenade. Huh. Oh, so that was an enemy. It was two enemies together, which is what confused the hell out of me.
Here they come. Be
Of course,
careful, everyone.
the one I
Go.
didn't do that to ended up attacking me.
The second.
My turn. Hey!
It's my
Bye.
Let's keep going.
Am I leveled up?
Making progress.
Yep. Oh yeah. Esther Flare. Burn 30% chance and confuse 30%. Muddles an enemy's cognitive abilities with flame. Awesome.
Stay calm and regroup.
What?
It's my turn.
I hate this already. Savage Fang.
Take this!
I'll handle this.
Wow, Yusuf.
My turn.
Right. Huh?
Just
You still have a
missed,
lot
didn't
of
you?
training to do.
A matter
Well-
of course.
I'm gonna need to be reminded to actually get his freaking CP back up. Otherwise, this is gonna be bad.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
I turned
Here we
at
go.
just the right moment.
Yay, treasure! Now's our chance. Let's smash
My
them.
turn!
Quick as a flash achievement unlocked. No clue what the
Here
heck
we
that
go.
is.
Of
And
course.
we need to get Reen CP up, and the fastest way to do that is let him kill an enemy.
My turn!
Like this.
Yes,
And there we
sir.
go, now he's at 193.
My turn.
Yeah.
Here we go!
That one.
Yes,
And
sir.
there we go, everyone.
Right.
Almost everyone.
You still
That's
have.
full CP. And if we just use Emma's ability on Laura, she'll be able to use her S-Break. So it's technically fine. Why the heck are we gonna be fighting a robot? What is that? There must be a monster Tuval sent us out to take care of. I've never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? It kinda looks more like some sort of machine. Anyway, you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. I suppose that's why we've been sent to exterminate it. At this point, we can't just go back without finishing the job. Yeah, I say, let's see what this monster is made of. On your guard, everyone.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, we have to fight it anyway.
Watch out. This is a tough one. Here we go.
Alright. Flame Slash.
Flames, gather on my blade.
We are perfectly fine as long as we use our SP.
Strike!
Oh damn!
Right.
I may not have to use everyone's S-Break. Haha!
Hey!
It's my turn.
Alright. Gigantic Breaker!
Come on, Lammy!
Might kill him. Possibly along with Flame. Oh, burn damage. And now that we're farther into the game, it feels like it's easier to fight.
Yeah, you didn't stand a chance!
That's probably because it technically is with all the S-Breaks now, but still. Don't mess with that freaking butler, man. Boss Crusade, ooh. Possibly nothing that I'm actually gonna need, but it sounds nice.
I've only just begun.
And Phalanx is defeated. Is it dead? It seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I didn't get the feeling we were fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. What's something like this doing out on a highway near Legram? Might our intelligence division cadets be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with the mysterious mechanical companion after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing is any relation of Lammy's. For one thing, it looks like it's made of metal. That's true. The Agathlam and the combat shells we use in our practical exam seem to be made of some other substance. And while they may be inorganic, the combat shells do have a certain kind of warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. But Million is probably right. This thing doesn't seem enough like Lammy to link the two. Let's head back to Legram. I have a feeling Tobal will want to hear about this as soon as possible. True, he may even know something about it himself. Back to Legram it is then. Yes, back to Legram it is after we destroy these and see what's inside. Nothing. Alright then. I never actually opened up this. What's inside
Is that
here?
a treasure chest?
Completely almost forgot about it until I saw it. Alright, fine. While we're here, might as well. No, not our sports. Defense 3 gives you plus 40. Dang, that's a lot of defense. Silver Bell. Has delay after using Mirage Arts. Healing. Plus 30 strength? Damn. Attacks and crafts cause strength minus 25% and defense minus 25%. 10% chance. That was actually kind of cool. But why we can't equip it to Reen, I don't really know. If we can equip the other ones. 50% to accuracy and 5% to evasion. Grants insight status for 4 turns. Okay. The cross-shaped hole bathes all in holy light. Attack all. Damn! Let's give that to a designated spell user. Hey, she can use this. What the heck? Boss Crusade. I mean, it just says attack all. It doesn't really give us any clue at all what it does. Something seems amiss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. Huh? Looks like the liner's back at the port harbor. But who are those weird people around it? Oh boy. What the hell are you doing here? They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies. It certainly seems that way. White and purple, I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that the combination of colors represents the Lamade provincial army. But Lamade is on the other side of the empire. What business could their provincial army have in Legrand? Hey, looks like you're back. Duval, do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the streets is they requisitioned the liner from the wharf on the far shore. So why we're seeing Lamade's provincial army and not Sutherland's is still kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big-shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting father? Who could possibly? That's a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go and take a look for yourself? Since you returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there was something we wanted to ask you about regarding that. The group gave a brief description of the monster they fought with Duval. A mechanical monster, you say? Duval, you have some idea as to what it might be. Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'll have to go and look at what's left of it, just in case. Anyway, good work out there, guys. Here's your reward. You material times 7, oh, thank you. I'll leave checking out what's going on to the Viscount Mansions to you. Huh, he definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should see what's going on at Laura's house. Agreed. Apple Highway Monster 2 completed. And save the game after we just talked to him. Even with this special turbo mode, I still can't necessarily skip events. Cutscenes like that.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Let's not go to the chapel. Got distracted, thought I was going the right way for once. Hello? I can only assume that they belong to an influential family. What business do they have here, though? Oh, fine, you were a big help. Guys want to talk? Oh. Hey, isn't that... There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I'm merely the lord of a minor royal region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honored, your grace. See ya. Excuse us. Why, if it isn't young Laura, and Eustace Alburea too. It's a pleasure to see you again, your grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. You must know him. Yeah, but look at how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here of all people. That's Duke Cyan, head of the foremost of the 4 great houses and ruler of the port city of Ordenes. His authority extends over the entire province of Lamade to the west. Duke Cyan, you gonna speak so I don't have to? I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have we here? The Earthworld's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How did you? Oh, just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Enough with the chit-chat. His grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. Who are those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. And they did seem to know about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Diane. Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. The noble faction has begun acting in secret. Indeed, for the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence divisions are all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously. That's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cyan's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. There appeared to be planning a large conference in the near future to be attended by all members of the noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. Father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he has also kept space between himself and the reformers, preferring to remain neutral. However, they are convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cyan or Duke Alberea should lead the four great houses. But I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Here, sis. If you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. I can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see, I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legraham again on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Father? Well, that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them from being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Father, a prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Paval, what are you doing here? So you're here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cyan. Did you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Brea Hut? Wait, then. It couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Voices, please? No? And a tank. You really need a tank's protection, huh? Bye, Rufus. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Alberea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cyan, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We got confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside of Legrand. Is that so? I believe this is the first time one's appeared since the counteroffensive Thursacius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. If any others have been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. But perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Father, it sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up to anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. So what's next? Is Emma and Celine gonna push us towards the castle? Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. A golden catch. Weaver, calling all fishermen. Could someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Find me at the Apricot Inn for more detailed information. Well. It's a good thing I'm a fisherman, ain't it? I can actually do this one. Oh wait, this is technically a quest that we don't necessarily need to do. It's not an urgent request. We can skip it altogether. When you finish up for the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just to make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies. And I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father, I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. So you want your daughter today? I mean, technically, if I didn't know that Elisa was the main love interest, I could go for her. Or Fee, or Emma. Is Milliam a part of that, or no? I don't think she is. That and the fact that she's, what, 13? But Father, it would be a pleasure. She sure does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later then. Give my best to Sarah. And we will, next tomorrow maybe. Why must he always be so? Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Reen's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof the daughter of the Ossian house has grown up sound in mind and body. So stop teasing me at once. Moving on, Deval has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her, trying to change the subject. I am not. You so totally are. One additional quest was added. After you return to the guild to file reports, the time of day will advance to the evening and the main story will proceed. Now, it just feels odd only having one request for the day. That boat finally left. They sure were a rough bunch, but hey, at least now I can get back to work. You're the daughter, right? Oh? Hey there, Cindy. What brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Toval today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town attending to some business. I see. You need something from the guild? It's nothing too important. Well, Toval did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh yeah, we're right here, so just ask us if you need anything. That's right, helping others is what the guild does. That's what we're here for, too. Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake. But if you insist, then I suppose. I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? I can't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. I assume it's well known here in Legrand. That's right, it's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the unusual trait of living only on sunny days, and only when the previous day was foggy. That certainly is unusual. I guess that'd make today an ideal day to go find something. That's correct. That's why I made it my way to the guild to ask the fall to find some for me, but as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out onto the highway on my own because of the monsters though, so I'm at a loss as to what to do. So would you be willing to go and gather some for me instead? Except, leave it to us. Really, thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you might want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you plan to make a charm, right? That's correct. A charm? In Legrand, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's a tradition to make a charm for them. Then you give it to that person to make them take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Wow, I've never heard of any traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It's said it began when people who offered charms to members of the Eisenleiter as they left for distant battlefields. Fascinating. So how is the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the traditional way has you place one of its petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed they had the power to clear away fog. And because of that, the flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, that's pretty deep. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really cool charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Thor's. Celia and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy when I look at them. It always makes me feel a little closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. She really does care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to the luminous grass though, what exactly does it look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here. It'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if we search the Evil Highway. I've heard they're found more frequently at high elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start the search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. Thank you very much. Good luck. Drama the Eisenleiter is starting. What do you know? I was just starting to wonder about the fact that I only had one quest to do. Talk to her, got another one. It's most likely back up in the extra area that we unlocked. Hello there, Annabelle. I see you're fishing. I shall be the one who catches this most elusive of fish. Wonder what it must taste like. I simply can't wait to find out. See, so you can technically fish here, but it won't let me. What the heck, man? Let me fish. Is this it? Man, it's an all-white flower. Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. You can still see beads of dew clinging to them. The sunlight shining through the droplets makes the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Here, allow me. Luminous grass found. Alright, we should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste time. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. That we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure the petals don't wither away. Yeah, I see you're wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. But please, don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making it for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlying feelings there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? Might I ask what it is you're thanking him for? Well, you see, Celia and I were out there on the highway not long ago, and somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. And it was just the two of you out there alone. That seems awfully dangerous. It was, and you might imagine we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples at our state school happened to be passing by and saved us from our predicament. He escorted us both back to town, but as soon as we returned, he left at the training hall to resume his practice. So in the end, we didn't really have the chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I like how he departed so gallantly at the end, too. True, it was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the SA school on one day leave Graham to return to their homes. They decided to make a charm for him. Their heart's in the right place and their intentions are noble. I'm sure a disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive what we call the Charm of Promised Victory. Yes, that's exactly it. You understand now, Lady Laura? I'm deeply grateful to him, but you'll forever be the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit. Yeah, a maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to probably thank you for your help, so please take this. A fairy brooch. Did you make this yourself? I did. It's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it'll come in handy on your journey. Oh, this is pretty cute. Thank you very much. Charm of the Ice and Laser completed. Okay, so what exactly does it do? Probably nothing. Arts 10, it's defense 10, speed 2, prevents confuse. Yeah, it doesn't really do much. Guess it's the thought that counts in this case. Now, where's the fisherman so I can catch the big fish? I've been searching everywhere for you too. What have you been doing here? Put a sock in it. We're not telling some dumb girl anything. Yeah, we're having a manly adventure, so you better step off. Fine, just do what you want. I hope some evil spirit comes and snatches you away. Jeez. Hush mush? Where's the fisherman? Ian, alright. Come on, who's that outside? Life isn't easy for Chloe, it would seem. Perhaps she's relatively close in age to Julian and Carno. As a fellow admirer of Lady Laura, I'm rather worried about her. Okay, fine. Now we can go talk to him about the big catch. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along after seeing the quest sent to Toval? That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? Yeah, I can share the details with you all right now. Except, you're in luck. Our schedule just happens to have an opening. Ah, thank you very much. Just like the request mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. Do we have to go up to what Annabelle is? It's a peculiar variety of salmon known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of Goldia itself. That must be quite an exquisite fish. It sounds rather garish, honestly, but I'd have to see it to judge for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Waver? Unfortunately, all I know are the what I've heard from rumors. Them who's usually fishing at the back of the inn is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't its only a distinctive trait either, he said. You mentioned that its flavor is to die for, too. Oh, now you've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in the taste myself. That's certainly understandable after hearing so much about it. Wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Toval about it for quite a while now. Now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally get my chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess bracers even take on jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive, though, what are the chances we could even catch one before a day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Ebel? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one at the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know. How would we go about catching it then, and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Toval that put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in the river along the highway several times now. All the sparkle sightings have been in different locations, though. Well, at least that narrows our search to the river. True, and it'll be much easier than trying to search the lake we would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you'd catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do, I brought my rod with me. Will this work? And let's see what you got here. Green showed his rod to Waver. My word, this is the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod. The golden salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, and catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod this nice. Ah, thanks. Allow us to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Bet if I had showed him a different rod, he probably would have said we had no chance in hell. Then we would have just not been able to do the request at all. That would have sucked. Good thing I fished. Annabelle, I'm here. That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. This seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian and noble at that. I'm surprised she strayed this far from town. So we tried talking to her. Yeah, might as well. Excuse me, can we talk to you for a moment? But who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're that military academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Keldic on our very first field study. Now I remember one of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. It just so happened that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. I see. And I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned it to me. Oh. Might we ask what brings you out here? I would have thought that it was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I would beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember her being anything like this last time. What inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat at dock in Legram, right? You could have, yes. Legram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Abel, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the dangers of the highway to come out this far just to fish. Yeah, that's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Looks like you're after something special if I had to guess. Indeed I am. I've come here seeking the elusive gold salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in Legram by the name of Ben. But he also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Ebel, which is what led me to this spot. And sure enough, not long ago, I finally caught a glimpse of a golden glimmer beneath the water's surface here. A golden glimmer? That sounds a lot like what Torvald said he saw too. Looks like this might be the spot then. Yeah, I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then. Let us compete to see who can catch a gold salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. Let us start. We seem to have found our location. Sure enough, let's get fishing.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Oh, now I can fish all of a sudden, me. Of course. Let's fish with the Lake Lord's fishing rod. I have 3 chances and a bunch of ground bait.
Huh.
Oh, I got the golden salmon on the first one, alright. So is this meant to happen on the first one, or am I just really lucky?
Now
And I
that's
got
a
it on the
catch.
first catch. If I'm really lucky, then dang. I've caught 16 out of 20 types so far, that's cool. Coughed up, septic, space, and 40. Impossible. You caught a gold salmon before me. How can this be happening? I didn't only catch it before you, I caught it on my first catch. Now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. So thank you very much for telling us about the gold glimmer you saw. You may not have the thought to fish here if not for your guidance. That plays a necessary element in any competition, thinking nothing of it. That to simply pay the price for underestimating you, it was my fault that I lost. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall until one day I'm known across the land as the finest angler in all of Annabonia. Yeah, well then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Still gonna fish? Oh my. Can I go 2 for 2 on the golden salmon? Probably not. Dang it. And the golden salmon's probably only first class.
Wow, this is a big one.
About 53.5 Audigay, I think it was 5 fish.
Huh.
Come on, golden salmon. Okay, yeah, fine. It was that one time only.
Wow, this is a big one!
Thank you very much. To be honest, I probably would have been able to catch it with another rod. It probably just would have took an extremely long time. And possibly just make me run out of ground bait. By the time that happened, she probably would have caught it. Maybe. Probably not. Hey there, everyone. To my eyes to see me, is that the legendary golden salmon you have there? Defying all the odds, it actually is. Here you go. Wayne handed this gold salmon to Waven. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I really can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than in Bem's tall tales. Now I can see why people liken its appearance to Goldia too. So, what are you gonna cook it for us? Really now? I see you're as curious about its taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of this triumphant catch with all of you. As for how to bring out the finest flavor, river fish tend to be the best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. And to think, we got some food from one of our morning tasks, too. It feels like we are just being stuffing our faces today. And so it was with the forks held high, they all dug in and enjoyed the fruits of their labor. Well then, what do you guys think? Where do I even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect, sublime eating. Agreed, I never would have imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even get that you could get a fish this tasty. Thanks. Glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was, just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share with the rest of the town now. Looks like I'll have to put in another request for Tobal. Yeah, I'm sure he'll gladly accept. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, you'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Unfortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. 10 fresh herbs, 10 Kerbic tomatoes, hits in the shells, 10. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day then. Golden catch completed. Well, I believe that's it. We helped the girl with the luminous flowers. We got his golden salmon. Does the dog have a request? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go check out the chef and Klaus, then I'll end it. Those bodyguards the Duke had with him were rather strange. They didn't strike me as the kind of soldiers you expect to accompany the head of an influential house. Who knows, maybe they weren't even soldiers. It's possible. One up top is a maid, right? Yep. Who on earth does that Duke think he is? Can he believe his rudeness towards Lord Arsaid? How dare he? A singular grand spirit of self-reliance extends right down to the servants. Indeed, that's how it's always been. And... is Klaus even here? Yes, he is. I have been tasked with sending out letters to those who wish to remain neutral in the face of the factional disputes. While things may not become rather hectic, should try not to worry. Just keep your chin up and focus on the remainder of your tasks here. I mean, technically I've already done all the requests. I bet I'm probably missing about maybe like 3-4 quests. Probably not that many, but still, yeah. Should we head back to the guild and start filling everything our way? As you return to the guild, you'll find the reports of the time of day will advance the evening and the main story will proceed. Actually, stay outside for 1 second. Can we go this way? Never mind. Apparently we have to go and across the water to get to the castle. Or we have to take an entirely different way. We currently can't get there from here. There's no boats, no nothing. return to the guild. We've got nothing else to do, we've done those other 2 requests. Thus, the members of Group 8 brought their fruitful day of work to an end. Following the instructions to follow up with them, they began a quite as exciting process of filling the paperwork. And they'll have to fill out paperwork eventually. As we'll get used to it now. Are you finished? Yeah, we just finished getting everything sorted out. Goodness, that was exhausting. Little brat, you could at least try and help instead of lying around like a house cat. I can't say I'm surprised. I doubt she's used to spending this long on such exciting tasks. Oh well, we're almost finished. Oh, alright then. Still, it really goes to show how top-rate Toval is. He fulfills a lot of requests on his own. He still has time to handle all the day-to-day realities of running a guild branch. Indeed, it's even more impressive when you consider that he finds time to visit other regions of the country as well. His mobility and knack for solving problems are exactly what one would expect from a bracer. The guild may have been forced out of the country, but he still is out there trying to help as many people as he can. Even when we were in Briarheart, he came to our aid. If you look at all these records, it's clear that the people really trust him and rely on him for help. That's very true, but there's something the matter. Now, I was just thinking, the Bracers play an essential role to the people of other countries, are they not just as essential to Erebonians? Well, you may be right, and not just because they help maintain public order and provide other services. That ideal prioritizing the protection of civilians above all else, it's pretty noble, it's something people admire. That's certainly true. In many ways, it's that form of nobility that's beginning to fall from by the wayside within Erebonian aristocracy. I'm not sure what the issue is, as black and white as you have it. The Guild is an organization first and foremost, and one based far too much on idealism, and far too little on practicality. Donations and public funding can only go so far into covering its operating costs. It's no stretch at all to say that with the Empire as it is now, the Guild's removal was inevitable. That's what my brother said once we discussed this. Here, sis. Looks like his brother is weighing on his mind. I suppose that's another way to look at it. I have to admit, it sounds rather cold and dismissive, but it does carry more weight coming from Rufus Alvaria. Emma, they're so big. And soft. Milliam, look at that. She doesn't even have to be awake to be an irritant. Well, we all know what she's talking about. Anyway, it shouldn't take too much longer to finish filling out the rest of the reports. We should focus on getting everything done and returning to the mansion. Sounds good to me. Excuse me, is anyone here? Oh, you're the girl who works at the 1-2 store, aren't you? Is something did Julian and the other kid do something? Oh, Lady Laura, is Toval here by any chance? I'm afraid Toval is out of town on business at the moment. There's something the matter. If they haven't come home, Julian and Connor still haven't come back home from the castle. They went to the castle, which means we can finally see what's at the castle. Wait, you mean that those two go to Lohengrin Castle? Surely you don't mean to suggest they took a boat without any supervision. So you need a boat. I'm afraid so. They said something about going on an adventure, then they took one of the boats without even asking. It's evening now, and they still haven't come back. It sounds like a serious problem. Yeah, and right when Toval is away from the guild, too. We'll just have to do whatever we can to help out. I agree, we can't just stand around and hope they'll come back. If we're to search the lake, we'll need a boat ourselves. I'll have Clouds prepare one for us at once. While you do that, don't wake up Milliam, and we'll have another look around the town to see if we can find them. Splitting up and searching the town does seem to be the best course of action. But thank you. Rest assured, we'll do all we can to find them. The group searched the town from top to bottom, but they found no sign of the missing children. By the time the other residents became aware of what was happening, evening had given way to night. This is bad. Well, I think it's safe to say the boys aren't in town. Looks like they really did head out toward the castle in a boat. The lake's been calm and there's no sign of a boat in the water, so at least it's unlikely they capsized. Guess that leaves the castle then, right? Lohengrin Castle was once the stronghold of the Eisenritter. And while the Arcid family is still its stewards, it's rare that anyone ventures inside. I hope nothing terrible has happened to them. Well, Emma did say guide Laura towards the castle, right? So does that mean that Celine guided those boys to the castle? Their parents are really worried too. I've asked them to stay at home and wait for us to contact them, but at this point all we can do is venture into the castle and see what we find. We have a use of a boat now, do we not? We do. A couple of students from the Honor State School are preparing a normal boat for us as we speak. It does worry me that it has started to grow misty again, though. Well, let's head down to the wharf. Let's make sure all of our equipment is sorted out and we have everything we need just in case. Right, let's hurry. You know, I was thinking of ending the episode here, but I'd much rather be able to grind inside of the castle. So let's get up to the castle before I end the episode. Alright, go down to the wharf. I see the orbital boat has been prepared. My lady. Yes, we just finished getting it ready for your departure. So this is an orbital boat, huh? Looks kind of fun. It only seems like the time to be getting excited for a boat ride. I've operated our orbital boats before, so it'll steer us to our destination. Alright, we'll leave it to you then. My lady, please wait. I still feel that we ought to be the ones going out and searching. You shouldn't have to trouble yourself with matters like these. I appreciate your concern, but as the Viscount's daughter, I feel like this is a part of my duty to the people of Legraham. It also happens to fall under the scope of our field of study. Can't deny that. We'll do all we can to support her, you needn't worry. Very well. I doubt there's anything more I can say that'll get you to change your mind. The last patrol of the castle was just a few days ago, and there was no sign of anything unusual then. Shouldn't be that dangerous. Really? The wind blowing from the direction of the castle does feel pure. It's said that the castle's atmosphere is cold and clear due to its connections with St. Starlot and the Eisenritter. It's highly uncommon for monsters to settle there, so the children are most likely safe, although it's impossible to rule out that an accident may have befallen them. Either way, we need to get over there and find out as soon as possible. Indeed, we should depart at once. Is everyone ready to depart? After departing from Lohengrin Castle, you'll be unable to return to the town while your investigation is underway. We should be fine, right? Because I don't need to buy healing items. Even for now, I can just reload. Depart from the castle. Yeah, ready whenever you are. Please take care, my lady. I and the other students will be waiting for your safe return. Yeah, thank you. I promise that whatever's out there, we'll take care of it. Okay, let's get this show moving. He is loving this. What do you think's waiting for us inside that castle? So you passed out on the couch the moment we returned to the guild, but now you're simply popping with energy. William, you know this isn't a game, right? I know. But as long as Lammy's with us, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just grab this kid so we can go exploring. Milliam. She doesn't seem nervous in the slightest. Did you guys just hear a bell? Yeah, it came from the direction of the castle. Well, the Lohengrin Castle does have a bell tower, but as far as I was aware, access to it had been sealed off. Then who's ringing it? A bell tolling at night in the old stronghold dies in later. We best be prepared for anything. We're almost there. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head ashore. Well, here we are. There's the boat. Hey, do you think that's the boat the children took? I can't imagine who else it would be. At least they appear to have reached the castle safely. Then it's safe to assume they weren't inside as well. It's well past sundown now. We need to find them as soon as we can. Looks like that path will take us up the cliff. Right, that path will take us to the castle's entrance. Mind your footing though, the night is dark and the trail uneven. Alright, give or take, if there are enemies here that I can grind on, I will do it without going inside the castle. But if there are literally no enemies here, then I'll go inside the castle and look around.
So this is St. Sandlot's old stronghold, Lohengrin Castle.
This is the first time I've come here at night. Be careful of your footing.
We're fine. It's not like we're gonna fall or anything. It's a straight path after all.
Whoa, what's that?
Something strange about the castle.
Is that glow just the moonlight?
No, it definitely is not. There's something going on with the castle, just like Emma and Celine said. Hey, this is really gonna take a while. Oh, pretty cool though. Oh no, I can't really see the castle all that well because of the cliff. Ooh. I can see why we wouldn't be able to escape the castle after we enter. It probably lets people in but won't let people out. Lohengrin Castle.
So this is Lohengrin Castle.
Lohengrin.
The ancient stronghold of St. Sandlot, gathering place of the warriors of old. It looks even more beautiful up close.
Yeah, but what's up with that weird glow?
I've been here several times before, but I've never seen it like this.
I can sense a very strange wind blowing from within. It doesn't feel like monsters, though.
I can feel it too. Like something is writhing around inside.
Wait, what kind of something?
Oh? Is Million potentially scared of ghosts?
I feared as much. I can definitely sense the presence of the dead.
Emma?
I'm alright, but we're going to need to tread carefully in there.
Right. There's no telling what may happen when we venture inside. We should make certain we're ready before entering.
Yes, but we already can't leave here, so we're already technically screwed at this point. Let's not, and say we did, save over that time to save slot. I don't want what happened before to happen again. There's something very strange happening here. Let's make sure we're ready for whatever we may find inside. Shall we go in right away? Okay. If there's something on the inside here that instantly that we have to fight, I'm gonna end the episode before that. Oh look, there's the resting thing, so technically this is just like inside of the old schoolhouse.
It won't budge.
Did the door just seal itself shut on its own?
Yep.
You stupid door!
You won't be able to break it with
Bust it
Landy.
open!
It's sealed shut with a spell.
Well, that was unexpected.
No!
So not even Air Getlum can break us out of here?
Nope.
It appears that there's a barrier in place.
What kind of barrier? Are you talking about that strange symbol that appeared on the door for a moment?
How would you know something like that, Emma?
Well, I've always had a pretty strong sixth sense about these kinds of things. So sometimes I can sense things that aren't visible to the naked eye. Sixth sense?
Fascinating.
Come to think of it, this isn't the first time you've reacted strangely to unusual phenomena.
No kidding.
Eustace has a point.
I've heard that people from the church can make use of some strange powers. So are you a sister of the church or something?
Kind of the opposite. Oh, you got me. I've always been a big supporter of the church.
Nice. You just said it's the opposite.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Emma, just who are you?
When we finally get to the bottom of who Emma is, and we're probably gonna get her ass breaking here. If not, I have no clue where the hell we'll be getting it afterwards.
What's that sound?
It's the bell we heard earlier.
Something's approaching to the left and the right.
Go!
Monsters, is it?
No. These are no ordinary beasts.
But we're going to have to fight them all the same.
Okie doke, let's get started!
Go!
Okay, I said that about a fight, but if we can actually start fighting legitimate enemies, then I can grind, I'll do it.
Yes,
Weak.
sir!
Enemies are weak. Oh boy.
Of course. Hi!
You just screwed yourself technically, because
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to finish that cast.
Yeah!
Bye.
Let's keep going.
What an idiot, yeah. A bunch of those enemies might give us a bunch of experience, not sure.
Looks like we beat them.
Are you alright, Milliam? What were those things?
Mysterious spirits. Though perhaps it would be more appropriate to call them fiends. Either way, they were no ordinary opponents.
The higher elements seem to be present here as well. And I suspect that's true of the whole castle.
Yeah, it did feel that way. Though I'm still not sure what the ringing bell from earlier has to do with anything.
This place seems to be even more dangerous than we could have anticipated. And as long as that barrier remains in place, so will we. We're going to need to search for a way out.
Okay, Emma. It looks like we're going to need to rely on this sixth sense of yours in order to navigate this castle safely. You don't have to tell us anything if you're not comfortable. Right now, our safety is in your hands. Can we count on you?
Yes, of course.
All right. Then time is of the essence. With fiends like those roaming the castle, I'm even more worried about the children.
True. We should start looking right away.
We're going already! Can't we rest here a little longer?
I'm scared.
Those fiends scared the strength right out of your legs?
No! That's totally not it!
You're more than welcome to stay here and wait.
Whoa, waiting by myself would be even worse!
All right, let's see what we can find.
Right.
Oh, I know Milliam's weakness now. Emma can now use the S-Craft Lord Alberian. Wow. She just mentioned her sixth sense and she's able to do an S-Break now? I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. System save. Let's quickly go to the left and the right wing just to see if anyone talks. Anything? Any enemies? The spiral. So go up. You can't go up where you can only go down. But going down is exactly where we need to go. We can't go over there because there's a seal. Oh, this blows. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. But we will finish off this castle. Maybe. Yeah, we have to finish it off. There's no way this castle could last over an hour and a half, right? Yeah, till then, see you guys later.